Ever wonder what cops are up to when no one's watching? Strap in.
Is he free? Is he still in jail?
We've got body cam footage that's juicier than a reality show finale. Spoiler alert, someone's been naughty. Grab your popcorn and let's dive into some grade A cop drama.
I'm not doing nothing to jeopardize myself.
Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. You know those caught in the act moments we all dread? Well, today we've got a doozy for you. Some officers, instead of serving and protecting, seem to be slipping and tripping on their own body cams. Let's dive into this shocking footage where the bad apples get caught red-handed. And trust me, you won't believe your eyes. Bill Miller, a cop in Monroe County, Georgia, has been accused of asking sexual favors from a victim he had arrested.
Miss Roberts, come on over here with me.
Bill Miller had dedicated himself to law enforcement in Georgia since 2014. Over those years, he had gained invaluable experience and had established a reputable standing within the state's police community. Then, in April of 2018, he embarked on a new chapter, taking up the respected role of a sheriff's deputy in Monroe County, Georgia. This role highlighted his unwavering commitment to ensuring public safety and upholding order within the county. But oh boy, this one slipped up. It's like tossing a stinky cheese on his entire police sandwich since 2014.
5 I-Team investigation prompts a local sheriff to ask state and federal authorities.
In July 2018, Miller arrested Ashley Robert for driving under the influence and possession of meth. Ashley made bond and was released.
Miss Roberts, come on over here with me.
So a few weeks roll by and then, bam, August 14th hits. Miller hits up Roberts, just a casual let's meet kind of call. When they meet at the parking lot, he offers her a beer and drives her to a super sketchy road in Monroe County. And here's where it gets wild. Miller pops some questions that are just, yikes, stuff that a cop should never be asking. I mean, come on, dude, really? Guess what? Miller was totally clueless, but Ashley, she's got instincts. She went full spy mode, hit record on her phone, and caught their whole chat. Goes to show, folks, always read the room and know when to make your move.
I think I had to record anything until I got to that dirt road. After I turned on that dirt road,
Miller told Roberts that her DUI charges will go away if she was willing to do some sexual favors for him. This is a grave misuse of power and position. No one should ever be put in such a compromising position, especially by those sworn to protect. This highlights the importance of checks and balances within the police department. It is deeply concerning that Miller felt he could make such a proposition without consequences.
Told Roberts that her DUI charges would go away if she was willing to do some sexual favors for him.
In the recordings, the conversations start with the officer saying he can talk to the DA to drop the charges.
yeah, I'm sure.
God almighty.
Sorry.
Roberts must have felt trapped and intimidated. This is a clear violation of her rights. Such behavior tarnishes the reputation of countless honorable officers who serve diligently. Actions like these emphasize the need for more transparent and accountable policing. This blatant quid pro quo proposition is a direct violation of the ethical standards expected from law enforcement. Miller's proposition is not only morally reprehensible, but also criminally actionable.
I know how I can get rid of them.
Well, how is that?
All I gotta do is talk to the DA.
Well, I know that's how you can get rid of them, but me, on the other hand,
What's up to you?
The talk gets worse as it goes on as Miller switches from asking Roberts for names of drug dealers she knows and asking for her to lift up her skirt while pretending to help. Roberts keeps saying no to the officer.
Job?
no.
I'm just messing with you. I think you like it, but
No, I'm kidding.
you probably would like it.
No, I don't know about that.
This is deeply disturbing and inappropriate behavior for anyone, especially someone in a position of authority. It's alarming how Miller tried to manipulate the situation under the guise of helping Roberts. Props to Roberts for standing her ground and consistently saying no. It's instances like these that erode public trust in law enforcement. This serves as a stark reminder of the importance of body cams and audio recordings in holding officers accountable. Roberts must have felt an immense amount of pressure. It's commendable that she managed to hold her own in that situation. In the audio clip, Ashley is heard asking Miller if it's all right to toss the empty Coors Light can out the window, to which he gives the green light. Later, he drives her back to her vehicle. Ironically, it's the same beer he tried using to manipulate her, talking about being shady.
Leverage.
Oh. What levers would that be?
When Fox 5 questioned Miller, he denied it was his voice in the recording and said he couldn't recall arresting Roberts. But come on, how can he play that car when there's an audio clip clearly featuring his voice? Seems like he's a bit mixed up. That same night, Miller's supervisor had advised him to turn himself in and submit his badge. Miller was placed on administrative leave after the clip was handed over to investigators. On August 30th, he was arrested on suspicion of violation of oath after the Georgia Bureau of Investigation was asked to investigate allegations of sexual misconduct against Miller. Investigators were given directions to where Ashley had said she threw the empty beer can. The can was retrieved for further fingerprint testing and investigation. The receipt was also found with the credit number used in purchasing. Pretty obvious?
We gave the department directions to that dirt road so investigators could recover that beer can.
After this incident took place, Ashley reported to news agencies and shared the recordings. She later went on to report to the Monroe investigators involved. In an interview with Fox 5 Atlanta presenter, Ashley said Ashley was on probation at the time of her DUI arrest. This week, a judge revoked that probation and sent her back to the Fulton County Jail. The deputy who arrested her for that DUI and heard on tape trying to blackmail her is on paid administrative leave while the investigation continues.
I did the crime, I do the time. Yes, I was pulled over for DUI in possession.
In August 2018, Miller was arrested. This arrest came after an exhaustive investigation into his actions and conduct. Consequently, the Monroe County Department, prioritizing integrity and upholding their professional standards, decided to terminate Miller's employment. This move showcased the department's commitment to justice and accountability, regardless of an individual's position or tenure. The county interim sheriff at the time, Al Shackelford, asked his initial reaction to the accusations that Miller abused his power as an officer of the law.
Slap to all law enforcement people, the men and women of this office and the men and women.
We did the internal investigation. We turned the criminal investigation over to the Georgia Bureau of Investigation and the FBI because it was an oath of office issue, the sheriff told 41 NBC. Our dealings with him here were very professional, so without a doubt, we were in shock, he said. He was placed on administrative leave. The investigation that started August 24th showed Sheriff Shackelford a different side of the deputy he thought he knew. Our internal affairs people met with Miss Roberts that night, listened to the audio, took a statement from her, and found some evidence of a beer that was offered to her, he explained. The Monroe District Attorney, Jonathan Adams, also reported that Miller agreed not to ask for first offender status. If given the first offender status, Miller would have served some time on probation or possibly jail. But after serving his time, an order of discharge will be given. This would have allowed Miller's case to be dismissed without him getting convicted. The text provides valuable insight into the legal negotiations around Miller's case, highlighting the significance of the first offender status. Jonathan Adams' decision to report this information to the public suggests a commitment to transparency from the Monroe District Attorney's Office. The choice made by Miller to forego the first offender status raises questions about the legal strategy he and his counsel might have. The prospect of an order of discharge after serving the time is particularly interesting, as it underscores the potential for rehabilitation and redemption in the criminal justice system. The fact that the case could have been dismissed without a conviction had he taken the first offender status hints at the challenges and complexities faced by legal professionals in making these kinds of decisions. This leaves me curious about Miller's motivations behind declining such an option that could potentially have expunged his case. Given the weight of the decision, it would be intriguing to learn about any public or personal reactions to Miller's choice and how it might shape perceptions of his case. However, according to the DA, this way, the conviction will follow him for the rest of his life. He won't be able to be a law enforcement officer ever again. After the case went to trial, Miller was found guilty of felony, bribery, and violating the oath of office. But despite these charges, he will not be serving any time in prison. However, he would spend 8 years in probation with a $2,000 fine. On top of these penalties, guess what? Miller got a no-go zone now. He can't step foot in, drive through, or even visit Monroe, Lamar, or Butte counties. Yep, that's right. Total ban. And it stays that way until his probation wraps up. Talk about being on the no-fly list, right? Wow, what a misstep. This single error, think of it as a stain on his polished police record since 2014. All his efforts, all those years, and this one incident suddenly stands out. It's surprising how a single moment can cast a shadow over years of dedication. Really puts things into perspective. That's the lowdown on a not-so-stellar boy in blue. Crazy, right? Remember, a few bad apples don't spoil the whole bunch, but they sure do make for some juicy stories. Smash that like button if you want more tea and drop a comment with your thoughts. Catch you on the flip side and stay smart out there. Peace.